Today we're going to create this space invasion picture in Canva featuring a portal. So first of all we're going to go to Elements and we're going to go to Photos and type in Earth from Space. I'm going to scroll down and I'll choose this image here. Now I'm going to remove the background. And then we'll take this down to the bottom and just turn it a little bit. Let's increase the size slightly. And we'll turn it a little bit more. Now I'm going to type in Milky Way. And we'll choose this one here. And then we'll right click and set the image to the background. Now click on the Earth and go to Edit, go down to Shadows and click Glow, scroll down and change the colour to a light blue colour, and then you may want to change the size of the glow slightly and the intensity and maybe the blur amount. So it looks like the Earth's atmosphere. We're going to have to increase the size of the image again slightly. Now we'll click on the background here, go to Edit, go to Adjust, and just take down the brightness slightly. Now the next thing we're going to look for is watercolor round shape 9. So we'll go to Elements and go to Graphics and we'll type in watercolor round shape 9. We'll scroll down and choose this one here. Now I'm going to go to the color and change that to a purple color. And then I'm going to click on crop. And first of all, I'm going to hold down Shift and pull this side in a bit to about here. And then continue to hold down Shift and pull this side in as well, so we're changing the angle, and then click Done. Now I'm going to go back to Elements and under Graphics I'm going to type in glowing light circle and then scroll down, and there's a particular purple light circle that we're looking for, which might take you quite a long time to locate, but if you struggle to find it then just use one of the other ones. So this is the one we're looking for here, so I'll click on that. And then we want to try and match this circle to the circle of the portal, so we'll make it the same height to begin with, and then put it just here like this. And then again we'll go to crop, hold down Shift, bring this one in, and then bring this one in. And you just want to try and match it up to the same kind of angle as the portal behind. And then click Done. And then we'll just place it over the top, make it slightly smaller, and then what we can also do is to duplicate this and then flip vertically just to make the shape whole. I may want to take all of those pieces together and then just flip horizontally, whichever allows the portal to be facing in the correct direction. So I'll just go to Layers, click on the background and just move that over slightly. Now the next thing we need is something to be flying out of the portal, so we'll go to Elements and then we'll go back and type in Alien Spacecraft. Go to Photos, scroll down. I'm going to go for this one here, so we'll click on that. Enlarge it and we'll remove the background. Now we can change the angle of this, but I'll keep it pointing downwards so it's heading towards the Earth. Let's make it just slightly smaller, place it across the boundary of the portal, and then what we want to do is to go to Apps and then type in Image Blender, go to this one here, and then we'll click on Linear, and then take these two ends here You've got the opaque end on this side, so that can go this side of the spaceship, and then the transparency here. So you can just have the ship just fading into view. You can also change the strength of that effect too. So I'm keeping it on about 50 and clicking save. Now the next thing I want to do is to go back to elements, and we'll type in comet tail, and then we'll come out of photos and go on to graphics. We'll scroll down, and I'm looking for this white one here, so I'll click on that, and then we'll just change the angle, put the stars here, zoom out a bit, and then again we want to go back to apps and back to image blender, click on the image here, click onto radial, and then click onto linear again, and use these just as before. So we'll have the stars appearing this end, and then we'll have them fading out into the portal, and then click save. Now we'll go back to elements, and again we'll type in alien spacecraft, go back onto photos and get this spacecraft again, and then we'll remove the background, just zoom into the canvas, and then we can begin to place some of these in the background, make them different sizes so that they look like they're different distances away. So just duplicate and resize, so you're creating a fleet of alien spacecraft. And now let's make a mothership. So we'll go back up here and say alien spaceship above Earth. Scroll down. This is the one I'm looking for here, so I'll click on that. Remove the background, make it a little bit smaller and hover it above the planet. We may also want to give it a glow as well, so you can click on the Earth, click copy style, and then click back on the spaceship, so it gives it a similar kind of glow to the atmosphere. You can then go to edit, go down to shadows, and you can change the intensity of that, and maybe change the size and the blur amount, so it's just breaking into the atmosphere there. Change the angle slightly, and then go to elements again, and we'll type in shadow, click the cross so we can go back over to graphics, and we'll choose this one here, and we'll just place that over the Earth and change the angle slightly to give an idea of the size of that craft. Finally, we might want to add something human to this, so we're going to put in the International Space Station. So we'll go back to photos and type in ISS. We'll take this image here and remove the background, and then we can change the angle and put it just hovering above the Earth. And that's how to create an alien invasion image in Canva. I hope this tutorial's been helpful for you today. Please do subscribe to the channel to learn more about Canva.